topic is a student-student relationship, and our presentation is going to be divided in 4 parts. In the first part, we are going to talk about why we choose this topic. In the second part, we are going to talk about why this topic is relevant for us. In the third part, we are going to talk about how the good or bad relationship could be affect the student performance. And in the last part, we are going to talk about the problem that we found, and we are going to give some examples according to our experience in the labs.
The first question to conduct this report was, why did we choose this topic? We found and we concluded that communication is the center of a relationship, in this case, peer relationship in school. Communication also is the center of the good relationship and the environment of the school itself. It fosters a good academic performance in the sense that when a student doesn't understand the content, a classmate could, explain the content better, and then both can learn better. And students' motivation in classroom, because when a student doesn't want to be in the school, he or she is not going to participate in the activities of the establishment. The results of the communication, the problems with communication among students is demonstrated by marks and the knowledge that the student is getting through the years in schools.
On the other hand, we consider that a student classroom interaction, due to its importance in the process of socialization, are necessary to function as society. Johnson suggests that peer relationships are of central importance in the socialization of the child, providing expectations, models, and reinforcements that shape a wide variety of social behaviors, attitudes, and perspectives. So, according to this idea, we consider this topic relevant because through a student-student relationship, children can develop the social skill. Also, inside the school, we develop the future citizens and the future society, of course. So, for this reason, the social skills are important for the future behavior of our society.
Now, how students can be affected by this problem? If there is a bad peer relationship, the learning process could be affected by this situation because bad climate interferes in the learning. For example, if a student doesn't feel part of a class, it is difficult that she could focus on the contents of learning, and also it is difficult that she or he could participate in class. Also, we have to consider that in school we interact every time. So it is necessary to have a good climate and a good communication in order to have a good learning process. We have to consider that a good climate should foster communication and different opinions. Also, we live in society, therefore it is essential that a school gives a space to students to socialize, because they are going to be the future citizens of our country. So, school is the best place to learn how to interact with others in a respectful way. To support the previous idea, we have this quote from Hastings that said, "In addition to emotional distress, negative peer interaction generate. These experiences are also detrimental to learning, as reflected in lower rates of achievement growth."
Problematize. We take into account the fact that each school developed their own institutional project that is created for all the school community according to the necessity of the community itself. In this project, the community specified the type of relationship between a student and the community itself, that called Manual de Convivencia. We consider, and according to our experience in the labs, that this could be a problem because we cannot be sure if the Manual de Convivencia that Ministry of Education provides for all the schools is applied. So we have examples according to our experience. For example, in Latino Cordillera School, the relationship among classmates is based on mutual respect, confidence, solidarity, cooperation, organization, and teamwork. So those students' behaviors are firstly a school program reflection, and secondly the final goal that a school propose to achieve. So it is essential for Latino Cordillera School to have a pleasure environment.
In this school, teachers teach students to respect each other since they are very young. Also, teachers use special methodologies inside the classroom to encourage students to respect the others and to create a good environment for learning. In this school, it is very important teamwork in order to learn. For example, inside the classroom, the distribution is different from other schools. The students are allowed to sit in groups of four, and the teamwork is present in each activity to learn. Also, when a student has a problem with other students, there is an activity called the claim. So the students says what happened, how he or she feels, and they have an agreement, and also therefore the students forgive and they have a good roommate again.
In Liceo Camila Campos is almost the same in the part of mutual respect and confidence, but in this high school, because it's only high school, the classroom is, the teacher in the classroom is focused on the content, anything else. And all the teachers and the headmaster also is focused only on the discipline. And so peer relationship is not the main focus of this school. The peer relationship is almost a spontaneous phenomenon, because every student is respectful with their classmates, with teachers, with us as a teacher trainer. But we can see that they are not like being taught to do it. So they come from their homes with those values to being a good classmate, and they feel that confidence and respect and mutual respect is the key to have a good environment. Because if you ask them what is the missing part of the class, they will say communication. We did that activity once. They say that they will be happier if the communication were strong among classmates.
Yeah. Therefore, sorry. Therefore, here we have two different views. Colegio Latino Cordillera School focus more on peer relationship, and Liceo Javiera y José Luis Carrera focus more on learning.
The final part of our presentation is going to be provided for our classmate that is not present in here. So I hope you enjoy our.
Hello everyone, my name is Cesar Castillo, and in this final part I will continue with what my classmate already did. Um, well, in this part, I will talk about both proposals and limitations. Well, according to the first thing, proposals, um, we can summarize one main idea that we as social beings need interaction, especially in schools, for personal and individual growth of the students. Um, that's something that all of us could experience and could appreciate in our respective ELAB schools. And yes, and that's important of community. That's important of um, interaction and the importance of having and creating a good environment in any specific community or schools, um, and always taking into account the importance of the individual growth of every single student. That's on the one hand. Regarding to the limitations, we thought that um, there are not like enough fact to ensure that all the skills accomplished with the Manual de Convivencia proposed by the Ministry of Education. Um, it's something that all of us can assume maybe, but that in the reality it can be seen, it can be observed that on the one hand we have the ministry ideal proposals, the how the education should be, but on the other hand we have like the reality and how it is, and it's never accomplished fully, and it's something that happened to all of us as practitioner teachers, and as observers. That's why the theory is one thing and the practice is another thing. Um, yes, and that's a critique that we should do to all the schools. Perhaps there are many few or little amount of schools that can accomplish all those objectives, general objectives. However, it doesn't mean that all the schools are bad, but all of them have specific realities, and and to carry out a really good or a really full project is not easy. It's a work for every day and for all the people of the community, for the principal, for the inspectors, for the teachers, and as well as for the students. And that's basically the main limitation we could find in our respective schools.